Hello, welcome back to my Christmas and Winter series of nail designs. Today we are going to be using these Aztec stickers from MadKin Beauty, as well as Black Sapphire, which I'm obsessed with if y'all can't tell yet. And then this gorgeous glitter just matched. This Disco Diva is just like the perfect match to these stickers. So I'm going to do these on press-ons because I just had this design in mind. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go, but ultimately I think it turned out super cute. It's not super Christmassy, but it could be like wintry, I guess, maybe. I did like a retro candy cane. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But anyway, I'm going to be starting out with my glitter. I'm going to be using the MadKin Beauty base coat and activator, and then I'm going to do gel base and gel top coat as well to finish it up like I usually do. So with this glitter, I just decided to go ahead and dip in to see what would happen as far as what would pick up and see if the chunkier glitters would pick up. But this is considered a chunky glitter, but at the same time, it's got a lot of the medium-sized glitters, which means it's not going to be too bulky when you get to adding the layers. I feel like if you did just one layer of this over another color, like over the black, if I would have just dipped one layer over the black, it would have been super beautiful, super good coverage, which is also why I started a little bit to mix those larger glitters around so that I didn't get a bunch of them in the center, so that when I put the nail tip in, it wouldn't pick up all of the bigger pieces. Because the more times that you dip into the color, obviously the more layers you're going to get. And if you're picking up a lot of the bigger pieces, your layers are going to be a lot thicker than if you're picking up the smaller pieces or just the powders. So it's good to pour over your first layer of chunky glitters, but I mean, you really just got to figure out what works best for you, or how many layers you're going to want to end up doing, or really just whatever you're trying to achieve with the look. You're going to have to just figure out as you go what way works best to get you that. Sometimes you'll be wrong. I mean, sometimes the nails will end up so thick, and sometimes they will end up with not enough coverage and you have to do so many layers. It's just really trial and error until you find the perfect storm, you could say. I know people that have been doing their nails for a while that still kind of mess around with different ways to do things, different ways to use the products that they have in a new way. So there's no end to the learning. Everybody that's doing their nails is still kind of learning new ways to do things or trying new things and whatnot. So it's really just however you want to do it. But this is just what I decided to do with this color. And you see, as I'm doing these nails, the shimmer and this glitter is just catching me off guard. I went ahead and did a second layer of the glitter off camera just because I feel like I just did the same thing twice, so there's no need for you to sit here and watch me do it twice. So I just really did the second layer and that was it. I did not clear encapsulate or anything. Now it is time to do the black. Now the black, I'm going to do 2 layers of this black, and I have said this before in previous videos, this black dip powder is my favorite so far. I've only used one other black dip powder that I really liked, and I have a large quantity. I think I bought a whole ounce of that one just because I really liked it. This one is right up there. They are both tied for my favorite. This one is probably winning just a little bit because it does not stain at all. It is super good coverage. And I'm gonna just go ahead and I activated everything. I'm gonna go ahead and just file and shape them up just a little bit so they're nice and crisp. And then I also like to go in with a second layer of activator after I've done filing, just to knock that out. I went ahead and wiped everything off with clear. I went ahead and I put the gel top coat, the base coat on all of the nails. And now I'm going to put a matte top coat on this nail, on the black nails, because those are where I'm going to be putting the decals. And I have found that when I'm doing sticker decals on a darker color, that putting a matte top coat down allows the decals to stick better and for the edges to not be shown through. Like, y'all know what I mean. You can't see the edges of the sticker underneath the 2 layers of matte. So I sandwich my stickers in 2 layers of matte. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the top coat on the glitter nails because the glitter nails are done. I'm not going to do anything else to them. They don't need anything else. They're a show on their own. So I'm going to go ahead and top coat them. Yes, and I was getting distracted with the shimmer of the glitters because it was just so pretty. The hollow in those glitters is just insane. And when I was doing the top coat and just watching the way that they would shift in my light, I was seeing all the colors. So I got a little bit distracted while I was doing this. But back to the decals. If you're having trouble with your sticker decals, you just want to go ahead and make sure that you put down a layer of matte, put your decals down, and then put another layer of matte top coat on top of them before you do anything else. And it may seem like a lot of layers, but believe me, it is worth it and they are not too thick. So here are the tweezers that are my favorite for doing stickers or decals of any kind. They are the needle nose tweezers. That's what I call them, like needle nose pliers, but they're the super pointy, sharp tweezers that will definitely hurt you if you're not careful. So just be careful with these tweezers. This is why these ones, even as old as they are, still have a cap on them because it's necessary. They can hurt you. They are a weapon. They will hurt if you stick yourself when you're trying to pick up the stickers and stuff. So just be really careful with these ones. Now, here is the sticker I decided to use. I wanted to do like a candy cane type vibe. So I wanted to lay them diagonally, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of like that. So then I just continued the design all the way down the nail. And then I also put the same design like at the bottom too, where I left that little bit of room. I just ended up putting the decals or the stickers just a little bit closer together. And then when I left the bottom, I was just like, that's a little bit far. So I ended up putting them just on this nail because on the other nail, I mean, obviously you've seen the thumbnail by now. You know I do a different design, but I just thought that this looked kind of like a candy cane, so it was kind of wintry, but kind of retro, and I don't know, it could go for New Year's nails as well, but I still liked it for fall, or if not for fall, for winter. I still liked it. I mean, it doesn't have to be winter, but I just thought that it worked out really good and it looked pretty. So after I get these stripes down, I was like, it looks kind of plain. So I was thinking about something else I was going to do to spice it up while I did the other nail because it looked so plain and I was not digging how just like plain it looked. So I was like, this is a winter series and this is just all about the art. So I just wanted to show y'all other things that you could do. But what I'm doing now is I'm just cutting off the excess just a little bit, and then I take my file, and I really like to file the edges of the stickers or decals off just because I feel like it gives it a super crisp line. It also gives it the excess like no place to hold to, so that sometimes when your stickers roll under your nail, they can, after you put the top coat on, they will lift up and peel off the top coat, and nobody wants their top coat to peel. So doing this also cuts it so that the base coat can cap the edges and make the stickers last longer. Now we are going to do the ring finger, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was stumped. I did not know what I wanted to do, which is why I went ahead and I pulled out the glitters from the lamp because I just had no idea. I was looking at the decals and it took me a minute, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put some triangles on there because I really did not know what I wanted to do. I was trying to figure out how I already picked the dips and the decals, and I started, and I was just like, man, I didn't have a whole plan when I started this. But I mean, just keep going. Sometimes you would just be creative. Sometimes if you stare at the sheet long enough, something will come to you, which is what I did. And first I thought I was just going to leave this one little bit at the cuticle line, and then I was like, nah, every other nail has so much silver on it. I got to add something else. So then I saw the diamond on there, and I was like, what if I accentuate the stiletto part and just add it on there and make them touch, be like the diamond touch the tip of the triangle, and it fit perfectly underneath this tip of the stiletto part. So I just went with it. And then the only thing else I'm really gonna do after this is I'm going to encapsulate the stickers, like I said, with another layer of matte top coat, because what that's going to do is it's just going to seal everything down. It's just going to make sure that no edges are going to pop up of the stickers. It's just going to like tack it all down. And then I'm going to put it in the lamp and cure it for a full 60 seconds. I always cure a matte top coat no matter what it says for a full 60 seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the rhinestones. So like I was saying, I go ahead and I put the matte top coat on because you don't want to play no games when it comes to your stickers, especially if you want them to last. So do yourself a favor, put down a matte top coat, put the stickers on, put a matte top coat over top, and then do whatever you're going to do on top of them, because believe me, it will truly help. I learned that from the mobile manicurist. Queen Ladybug is what they call her. The mobile manicurist, if y'all know who she is. I do not credit myself for that, but that is where I learned that, and it works. Now I decided that I was going to lay some rhinestones in between the layers on the candy cane type nail. And then I just decided to put one accent rhinestone on the ring finger just because, my goodness, I'm tired, y'all. It's late. But I just decided to put one rhinestone on the other one just because I felt like it was getting like over the top and it was getting a little bit extra, and I just needed to stop because sometimes I can take them a little too far. But I've never had any problem just using top coat to adhere my rhinestones, especially when they're so small. But I mean, it's totally up to you if you want to use a rhinestone glue or a builder gel or etc., whatever you use to adhere your rhinestones. But I just decided to do the 3 rows that are in between the candy cane type spots just to put some rhinestones there, and I feel like it looked super cute. Now, I didn't get a chance to put these on my nails yet because I've been working on all these videos for y'all, and I did not want to take my tips off to just put these on, so I have not put these on yet, but I will do so at some point in the future, maybe. They are super cute. I definitely will be at least wearing this one nail at some point because I love how it turned out. I don't really like this many rhinestones on my hands, but it turned out really, really cute, and I thought it was interesting. But for this one, I just decided to keep it simple and just put one rhinestone right where the design touches the other one and call it a day with that one. And then that's really it. There's already top coats. All I have to do is cure it. I'm going to throw it in the lamp for a full 30 seconds. I do my top coats for 60 seconds. I lied. 60 seconds, everything's cured, everything's ready to go. And then, I mean, just look at that. The rhinestones match perfectly with the glitter and everything just looks really pretty. I didn't know what I was going to do when I first started, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out at the end. And then everything just kind of fell together. Like, it is a little bit extra and more than I usually do, but I hope y'all did enjoy this super quick tutorial. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you like the end result, and I will catch y'all in the next video.